Hey guys, this is Vol, and it's another commentary on StarCraft 2, the beta. And the game is between TheLittleone and Liquid Nazgul. And the game is actually a part of a match in the StarCraft 2 Team Liquid Invitational, which was on recently. And you guys may well have seen this game. You may well know who won the tournament and the result of it all. But I want to commentate on this game because it's probably the best game of StarCraft 2 that I've actually seen so far. Now, obviously, we've only had a short period of time to actually collect games for StarCraft 2 and see them being played. And obviously, it's not a big, long time. You know, it's a lesser thing to say that it's the best game of StarCraft 2 you've ever seen compared to 10 years of StarCraft Brood War, the best StarCraft Brood War game you've ever seen. But they've been slim pickings so far. A lot of games end in just one big fight, a lot of camping going on and so forth. Not a lot of excitement, but you're about to witness a very exciting game here. A Liquid Nazgul against TheLittleone. Now, TheLittleone is a player who actually picks random for the tournament, and he's got Terran for this matchup. So it's Terran against Protoss. He's the purple Terran at the 12 o'clock against the blue Protoss at the 6 o'clock. The map is Metalopolis, for those of you who are familiar with the maps in the beta. We've got a quick reactor core going down there from Little One, and he's training Marauders, and I have been getting back into StarCraft 2 a little bit lately. After watching the replays from this tournament, I noticed a lot of people going mass Marauders, really just a quality unit. So much more hit points than a Marine. You do so much damage as well. Really good answer to things like Colossus, Roaches, and things like that. And other Terran players, to be honest. If you got mass Marauders and he's only got a couple of tanks, just focus his tanks, kill them, and then wipe out the rest of his army, and you're done. So really good to see Marauders there. He's his opponent's researching Nazgul there, researching warp gates. Been playing a bit of 2 versus 2 in my time as well, just as a break, just because, you know, frustrated with 1-on-1. Tried some 2-on-2 to relax, and during 2-on-2 I was playing with Protoss and a little bit with Zerg, just to see how the mechanics work and just getting used to it. And yeah, warp gate's very good. Allows you to sort of put units in into wherever you want very quickly. You can see that Little One is going for the Reaper jetpack upgrade to make them move quicker. Nazgul going for a quick Observer, I think. No, not Observer. What was I looking at there? Anyway, we've got Reapers probably heading from 2 barracks areas, upgrading a tech lab, I should say, from the second one. So it looks like double Reaper attack here. Double Reapers can be quite effective. Yeah, that's what I've seen. It's a Sentry, not a Observer. Sorry, my bad. Sentry building there from Nazgul. We've got a Stalker looking around for any sort of scouting SCVs or stray units here and there, doing some recon. But yeah, this Reaper harass could hurt quite badly. Nazgul could be in a bit of trouble if he loses a lot of drones there from the harass. Really, I think I don't really do Reaper harass that often myself, just because it's very easy to stop. And once you've invested all that cash into your Reaper attack, and your opponent stops it and has a big army, you're really going to be light in the ground. And because you don't really have that advantage of being the defender in StarCraft 2, as a lot of articles on Team Liquid have actually noted, which is quite cool. You know, as a defender, you don't have that sort of holding a ramp bonus. Your static defense is very weak. So against a big infantry army, just walks up your ramp and kills you. Things are bad. Anyway, Reaper attack coming in now, heading up the cliff and avoiding Nazgul's army. This is actually going to be quite bad because Nazgul's actually headed out to intercept him, and the Reaper's just going nuts now on these drones, causing all sorts of damage here. This is going to be annoying for Nazgul, losing a number of drones now. I keep saying drones when I actually mean probes. I know you guys are familiar with me getting mixed up every single time, but there you have it. Oh, nice! Almost caught him off guard with that little force shield block. That would have been nice if he'd actually trapped those Reapers and prevented them from fleeing. But the Reaper's looping back around now, coming and catching some more probes out there, being transferred back. 1 Reaper left. Is he going to get some more kills there? Just jumping back down, going for another. Oh, he's just going to sort of head back after the feint there and get some more kills in. But a nice little harass there. It's kept the Protoss army around for some time. In the meantime, Little One's got his expansion ready to fly over there, and he's got plenty of Marauders, and the Marauders are going to be what keeps the Protoss army from walking over him. I do feel, however, that if Nazgul was to attack right now, he'd be able to punch through, and that is indeed what he's going to try and do. He's got sentries there, but actually looking at that, only 3 Zealots, only a couple of Stalkers, and with all of those Marauders, Little One should be able to do this. He's putting down the bunkers now. Bunkers aren't particularly great, as you'll see here, easily being destroyed by Nazgul's army. Oh, nice force shield again, splitting that troops, preventing the Reapers, the Stalkers from. Oh man, bad with names, preventing the Marauders from retreating. And very well played there. Oh, the little one's got a tank as well. So with the supply depots up there to block, that's going to be fantastic as well. Nicely played by both players. What you're watching here is some decent level StarCraft 2. Really nice to see. That tank is obviously it's going to be the saving grace here. It's going to allow little one to slowly take back his expansion. Although he's deciding to play it safe, picking up the expansion just so that he doesn't actually lose it. That would be tragic. In fact, it would lose him the game, I must say. We've got barracks being added here just to add up on Marines and so forth. Back at home, robotics facility going down. Nazgul ahead now with his expansion. He's got that up and running. Tank siege mode is finished now, so this should be enough. Even with that force shield there, the tank that actually favors the tank because now it can't do splash damage to itself. Not that it could anyway in the first place, but the point is it can't be reached by the zealots, and now you've got the Marauders picking him off. So nicely played by a little one, just holding out long enough for him to get up the tank, and then he lands that natural. It's going to be 2 base versus 2 base for some time, I predict. Really enjoying this game here. Good old Terran versus Protoss, crosswise in the map. Could be to one player's advantage. I'm not really sure which. Probably the Terran, just because Protoss is really annoying when they just send their troops to you in one single all-out attack. Gives you a bit more time to defend. And having said that, you know, it's not like StarCraft 1 where you're trying to catch up with the Protoss player in expansions if he goes click and clicks the whole map. Maps are typically smaller than StarCraft 1 maps, like Brood War maps, so it's less of an advantage for Protoss. There are a couple of advantages there for Terran, and he's building some more Reapers. Now, most people don't usually do this. He's been spotted by the observers, though, so I think that Nazgul will be able to come in here and stop him from achieving whatever he wants to. Most of the time, you don't actually build Reapers mid or late game just because they've done their dash. Once your opponent can defend with a couple of troops back at home, that's the way to go. And indeed, he has spotted this. He's got Stalkers there to just... Oh, and a block there from the Immortal just being produced at that exact moment from the robotics facility. 1 Reaper left. He's in really bad shape here, trying to pick off some probes. He looks like he may get 1. Nope, just been popped off. So a little bit of a waste there by Little One, unfortunately. He's built a 3rd command center now, and it looks like he's built that just for the orbital command for the meantime, but of course he can pick it up and land it somewhere else later on. A nice defensive position. He's even got a missile turret being put up there. That'll spot that observer fairly shortly. Nazgul will want to move that observer out of the way. And I'm not really sure where he's going to expand to. He's moving over maybe to the 11 o'clock position. I was thinking he could sneak it over to the 2 o'clock position and just hope that his opponent doesn't scout him, but I think that chances of that are fairly slim, given the fact that the observer is around just to see where that command center is going to go to. So I think Nazgul will be aware of this. You know, Little One did put up a turret there just to chase off the observer to some random direction, and maybe he's gone unnoticed, but we'll see. He's done some scouting here. I really like this. You want to make sure that your opponent isn't taking any sneaky expansions around the map that you're not aware of, because that really could lose you the game in the long run. A lot of Immortals coming in now, and Immortals very good unit because they reduce the damage of an incoming attack to 10 from whatever it was. Not so good against Marines because they don't reduce the damage at all. But, oh, there's the Stalker setting its force bowl up again. And Little One putting in a couple of barracks here. I like this, blocking up the route here to give the tanks the optimal number of shots. He's got a big group of Marines around the side just to prevent any sort of pushing around the edge there. So quite a good defense there by Little One. He can't land his command center though. Look, in this base we've got an harassment going in. Nazgul bringing in that, whatchamacallit, I forget what the name of that unit actually is. But he's sending us a few troops to the back to defend there. He's got his orbital command having to retreat as well over the top of that enemy army. Going to need to bring in the observers, sorry, the SCVs to repair it. Warp Prism is what that thing is called. Sorry guys, it had changed its name a few times during the alpha of the StarCraft 2, but that's what it's called. It's a Warp Prism. There you go. And looks like Little One's going to land his command center back down so that he can use the mules in any scanning that he might want to pull off. Little One, oh this is cute, just putting in a building there to delay that expansion here. And he's going to be up in expansion if he manages to push off those Protoss forces. He's going to be up one expansion. Looks like Nazgul's leaving the area up at the 11 o'clock position. So he'll be able to land again. And look at this, that War Prism just sitting there waiting for it. Oh, and stim moving over there too quick for Nazgul. Little One moves in and pops it off. Really nice play there. And that's just going to put an end to that harassment. Unfortunately, bad positioning by Nazgul. And what is this? A Ghost to Canopy researching nukes. Really looking forward to seeing some nukes later on in this game. That is going to be entertaining to say the least. And Yeah, Ghosts are a lot of fun. Nukes come down quicker. You get less warning against them, I believe. And Ghosts tier 2 now, so a bit more affordable, a bit more in reach, I should say. Looks like that support bay is researching the extended thermal lance, or whatever you call that thing, for the Colossus. So that's probably a good thing. Nazgul wants to get some Colossus in there because his opponent has actually built a lot of infantry. Colossus, a fantastic unit against infantry. Not so good against tanks, but against Marines, they are the #1 unit for the job. And a big unit mix here, replete with Colossus. Nazgul can see what's going on. He's got that observer having a look over the top there. Probably doesn't want to attack just yet, just given the integrated position of the tanks and Marines. Very well set up and entrenched. A single Reaper moving around. This time, not so much for harassment, but more for reconnaissance. If you can move it to the back of that probe line, that'll be great. But it's not, you know.